Hello, everyone, and welcome to Just Audio, the pop culture podcast only one person listens to. I'm your host, Zeke Fowler.
And Kota here.
And Coda.
Yes.
Coda.
That's enough.
That's enough. Alright, Coda, how was your week?
Oh, it was great. It was great. A lot of things happened during the weekend, not just what we're about to talk about. So
Yeah.
for example, I bought Mega Man Legacy Collection.
Awesome.
Still stuck on Mega Man 1 because I'm trying to get them all in order.
Oh yeah, it's tough games.
It is.
Mega Man's tough game.
Yeah. I bought myself a Netflix account.
Awesome.
Yes.
So I keep up with that.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah. So now you can get the Netflix. Now you can watch all the Marvel hit shows.
Yes.
Yeah.
How's your weekend?
My week?
Yeah.
Yeah, my week was fun. We hung out this weekend, of course, like we always do.
Yes.
And then, rest of the week, now I'm just getting really far in my novel. Yeah, it's actually going places now.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. Well, that's all the news. Well, that's all the weeks that are fit to print.
Yeah.
Now it's time for the news,
Yes.
of which there is, nothing of.
Maybe 2 or 3. One's quick one and 2 big ones, I think.
There's 2 big ones. 2 big ones indeed.
Yes.
Just kind of a boring news cycle.
That's okay. I might have something to talk about then.
Okay, well that's cool then. Coda?
Yes.
What is the one quick thing?
Oh yes, in Mario Maker, be on the lookout for the new Ice Climber costume coming tomorrow.
Ice Climbers?
Ice Climbers.
Ice Climbers coming to Mario Maker.
That's right.
Awesome.
That's it. Now for the big ones.
Now for the big news. Pokemon.
Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Sun and Moon just dropped some news.
Mm-hmm.
We got the region. We got some interesting characters. We got confirmation on character customizations coming back. We got rival. We got hints of the future. We got the starters in the first form of the starters. And we got the box art with legendary mascots on them.
Yes, a lot of things.
A lot of things.
And
of course, people are already starting to jump on the bandwagon of who's their favorite and which one's the worst.
I know, people are already making plushies. It's just like X and Y.
Yeah. Personally, I like all 3 of them equally.
Yes, they're all really cute.
They're all really cute. The best one, though, is Rowlet.
Tiny baby owl.
Tiny baby owl. Rowlet is tiny baby owl. Here's his Pokedex description. Rowlet can attack without making a sound. It flies silently through the skies, drawing near to its opponent without being noticed, and then lashing out with powerful kicks. It can also attack from a distance with razor-sharp leaves as part of its feathers. Its visual abilities are impressive. The darkness is no obstacle for Rowlet. It can twist its head nearly 180 degrees from front to back to see directly behind itself. It has a habit of turning its head to receive orders from its trainers. The move Leafage, which is a brand new move, is basically Ember or Water Gun, but grass version.
About time.
Yep, and Rowlet is just adorable in every way. Alright, then we got the fire type.
Litten.
That is a combination of the phrase kitten and lit.
Yes.
I'm a lit kitten right now.
Yes, you are.
I'm a very lit kitten.
Yes, you are.
Alright.
Litten, you mascot from a different anime.
Yeah, it definitely looks like an anime mascot. But I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I like it. What made me like it though was its description, like what it does.
Yeah.
Which is logical but also passionate. Litten always remains cool-headed and doesn't show its emotions on its surface. Litten attacks with flaming hairballs. Its fur is rich in immensely flammable oils. Litten grooms by licking its fur and collecting the fuel for a fireball attack. When the time comes for Litten to shed its old fur, it all burns off in one glorious motion. So, that's Litten.
That is Litten.
I like Litten. Oh
gosh.
And what made me like it is that in the trailer for this new game, you see the trainer pick Litten.
Yeah.
And you see him hold him up. So we're gonna see like a custom animation of like holding up the Pokemon. But this description says its body is coated in flammable oil. I would never touch that goddamn thing.
Yeah, it's like Slugma.
Yeah, no, you can't touch Slugma. It's lava. It's literal lava. And then we got Poplio, which sounds like a JoJo villain.
I am Poplio. This is my.
I am Poplio. This is my stand. Poplio. So anyway, Poplio is an adorable little sea lion. Its description is that Poplio's swimming speed is known to be excess of 25 miles per hour. It's better at moving in the water than it is on land. When it's on land, though, it takes advantage of the elasticity of its balloons to perform aerobatic stunts and jumps. Poplio can snort out balloons made of water, which it spins water balloons for a playful battle strategy. Both frivolous and hard-working, Poplio can easily get carried away, unleashing enough power in battle to make quite the spectacle. But Poplio's determined spirit means it usually can be found practicing hard on its balloon skills. Water gun is its move. Yeah, he's a
hard-working determined.
He's a hard worker. He's an artist. He's an artist, this one. And something that someone pointed out that I totally agree with is that they definitely, all of them have a circus theme, not just Poplio.
Yeah.
Because you have the ringleader.
Yeah.
With Rowlet, because Rowlet's got that bow tie.
There.
Yeah. You got a cat that jumps through hoops of fire.
Yes.
Yeah. This is a fire type cat, and then you got a Poplio who's clearly a clown seal.
You know who Magearna is?
Yeah, Magearna's a while back. Magearna's the artificial Pokemon. It's basically a robot, but we call it a Pokemon.
like Porygon.
Like Porygon. Alright, then we got the new legendaries.
Yes, Lysandre. The lion.
The lion. So we have the lion, who we believe is called Solgaleo, but we do not have that confirmed. And then we have the moon legendary, who is Lunala, which is also not confirmed.
Yes.
But what does give hint to that is that we have Solgaleo, who clearly has like this universe drive in his head, where his eyes are. Because you see like stars, then it powers up. It's like the stars are moving at hyperspeed.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and he's a lion, so I'm gonna say like Solgaleo because we talked about Sun and Galileo in there.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that's his name. And then something I learned is that Nala in the new Lala is I think like Portuguese for wings. So and it's a giant bat. So
yeah,
Lunala.
Right.
Yeah. Also, people have been speculating what type they are. All right, here's my guess.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna go for Fire Fairy for Solgaleo. I'm gonna give my reasons a little bit. And then I'm gonna go Ghost and Steel for Nulala.
Oh, I was thinking of Dark Flying or
Dark Flying
Fairy or something.
No, he's definitely like. Cause you look at his blades on his wings.
Yeah.
That's definitely hard steel. But also what everyone talks about is like, I don't really see any detail that could tell you what type it is. I'm like, are you kidding me? Look at its hands and its chest. It's like bones and it's like kind of like see through on a purple background.
No,
it's totally Ghost Steel.
All right.
Yeah, so that's my thing for that. I'm gonna say Fairy Fire for or Fire Fairy for Solgaleo.
Right,
because
sun.
he has that's a star, true. Also, he's got that like space drive in his head.
Yeah.
And fairy types are usually associated with space and like the moon. That's just that. Fire most definitely on Solgaleo. We can agree on that. But there is another type. I'm gonna say fairy. It's probably not. Yeah.
Right, we'll just have to find out.
Yeah. So what are your theories on them?
like I said before, like I can totally agree with you on Fire Paper, and I already mentioned the ghost. I mean, a dark type part.
Dark and flying.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what we guess we got.
We still need to figure out. We still need to learn about the bird.
Oh yeah, the bird that was shown in the thing. So we'll see. We'll see it soon enough.
Yeah.
And we're all gonna be disappointed. It's like, so waste all that time for a fucking bird.
Of course, it's the Pidgey or the Hoot Hoot of the game.
So we have the Enola region.
Yes.
And from what I can see, that's not a very big region on that map.
It isn't, but it's based on. But we do know it's based on Hawaii.
It is based on Hawaii. I mean, the professor of the game, Kukui, which also his name is Kukui, but he just goes like, "Hey cousin, welcome to paradise, cousin. It's time to pick out your Pokemon, brother. It's time to pick out your Pokemon, brother."
Hey, we have a dinner luau later tonight.
Yeah. But and it looks like your character, like an X and Y, your character has moved recently to the region. Yeah. So it'll be like a big adventure.
Yes.
And so yeah, so you're gonna island hop. Like when you're done with this island, it's like, next island.
The next each gym or something is in each island.
Yeah. Or maybe there's like 2 gyms per island.
Yeah.
Yeah. First gym, second gym.
Does that mean Does that mean we might get surf really, really early, or will we be riding on a boat? Or...
There's ports everywhere around the island.
Yeah,
because it's an island. There would be ports everywhere. Oh, that's makes sense to me.
Yes, that's all. That's all we can tell from these pictures.
Yeah. They're so cool looking.
Yeah.
Everything is great. They also got, like, on Cerebi, they got little pictures from the Pokemon website. And you see a Rowlet flying and flowing one of its leafage feathers, but also it's got its head turned. Yes. So it's like saying it's like happy face, and the other one's its head turning all the way back behind its body. It's like it was like one of them's like yes, and the other's like what's up. Then we got Litten doing its literal description of licking itself and then making flaming fire hairball. And you got Puplio, who's being a showman. He's got we'll get back to it because it was funny. He's got a little Rowlet in his bubble. Help. It's like, help, I have been kidnapped. Yep. And also there is the Japanese trailer for this. And no, it's such it's like just a movie moment.
It is.
Like, Japanese kid moves to Hawaii. He doesn't know what's going on until he buys Pokemon, and all barriers just fall down. We can't speak each other's languages, but we can play Pokemon. Standing tall on the wings of my dreams.
That's enough.
Yeah. It was a cute trailer.
Yes.
That's some cute starters.
This game's gonna be great.
This game's gonna be great. I already think great things about it. The only thing, like, is my only worry is that they're gonna drop all that shit from like X and Y.
Oh, like Pokemon to Me and
No, not that. Like Zygarde, like the plot set up with Zygarde, like in the like perfect Zygarde shit.
Right.
There's still that looming, and they didn't do anything with it. It's gonna be in the anime. Are we just gonna have like anime exclusive Pokemon forms now? Because that's gonna suck.
Hey, yeah, we want Asker Ninja.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that, but yeah. It'd be neat.
Yeah.
Alright. There's a movie done come out this weekend.
Yes?
Well, last weekend, but I saw it again today.
Oh.
That's what I did with my dad.
Okay.
It's Captain America.
Civil War.
Uh-huh. Now, that was a good movie, wasn't it?
It was a great movie.
That was a great movie. I enjoyed every second of it. A negative, I will admit, it's not perfect. The beginning of the film really drags. The beginning half of the film drags.
Of course.
That's just my opinion. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't feel that way, but
it was a little long.
It was a little long, but that's something you have to expect.
Yeah, they're set up.
Yeah.
You can't just like do everything at once.
DC.
Yeah. Yeah. But the second half of that movie. That is the best second half of any movie, really. Like
it is.
You just go like, all right, here's Act 1 to the middle of Act 2. Here's the middle of, but like after the middle of Act 2 and Act 3, just blow the fucking lid off of everything where you forgive everything in Act 1. It's a great gift.
It is. It's a great movie if you want to see a lot of action.
So, oh my god, every action scene is just done perfectly.
It is.
So nice. So nice.
So, the action scene, they did a good job reminding the viewers that this is a comic book movie.
Oh yeah, no, very comic book action. Very comic book action. Like, they gave Crossbones, that's like the villain in the beginning of the film, they gave him pile bunkers.
Oh.
That's that like anime weapon where it's like a fist, but it cocks back and then pushes you forward.
Oh yeah.
They gave him pile bunkers. Like what? It's like I don't know, why not? Piles bunkers is cool.
So you know how like a lot of time in comic books they have there's always like a page that's basically a huge one big comic
splash page.
Splash page, yes.
Oh my god, there were so many splash page shots in that movie.
It is. There is. Especially in the most important action scene with everybody in it.
Oh yeah, dude, so many good surprises. Spider-Man is perfect. That is my favorite Spider-Man that has ever Spider-Man.
It is.
Yes.
Like the others were good, but this guy who got to hang out with the Avengers.
Oh yeah, it's just like a little kid. Just hanging out. Oh wait, no, on Facebook, and I found this funny picture, Civil War related. It's just like, all right, suit up. It's just like Captain America. And everybody's taking off their clothes and putting on their costumes like in the parking garage. All right, suit up.
Oh, okay. Come on.
Yeah. And the villain was it was a really good villain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like he wasn't like a physical powerhouse like Ultron or or Loki, who was just like this immensely powerful godlike beings. He was just some dude.
It was a dude who was trying to
to avenge his dead family.
Right. Everyone back in all the previous movies were like angry at the Avengers.
But he was also angry at the Avengers.
I know, including him.
Yeah.
Like, they may have saved the world, but there were casualties.
There's a lot of casualties. Nothing's perfect.
Yeah. So, yeah. Tony Stark's like, oh, you're you're Iron Man. See this? This is my son that happened to be at the...
Yeah.
You didn't prevent his death.
Oh yeah, no.
And that's why he's like, okay, that's.
Oh, we're doing the plot now. Yeah, so like Coda said, it opens with Captain America and the new Avengers, and they're going on a mission to stop Crossbones from stealing a bioweapon.
Yeah.
And he they fight, a little bit of collateral damage, but needless to say, justice prevails, and he's gonna blow up Captain America, Abu Akbar style. And Scarlet Witch uses her telekinesis to shield him before he blows up, and he tries to throw him up in the sky so no one will get hurt. But it didn't happen in time, and when he blew up, it blew into a building, killing some people.
Yeah, and didn't work the way she wanted to.
Yeah, and then the UN was like, okay, fuck, we gotta make sure these Avengers, stop doing some dumb bullshit.
Yeah, but Cap's like, no, we're still doing the right thing. There may be casualties, but none of this...
It's like, hey, remember that guy? Remember that robot that was gonna drop a city into the planet to kill us all? Okay, remember that god? That gods are real and they want us fucking dead and we kick their ass? Yeah, remember how, like, everyone was going to die? Well, only a few people died, not the millions. He's like, this isn't right. And also he has a big fear that, also Captain America has a big fear of, like, what if they use this as weapons? What if it's like, alright, Iron Man, time to go to Afghanistan and deliver some justice to these fucking Al-Qaedas? And it's like, those weren't Al-Qaedas, that was just a peaceful sentiment. They would have been Al-Qaedas eventually. Mamma mia! Oh no! Just terrible things.
Yeah.
That's what Captain America's afraid of. So he doesn't sign, and then while they're having a big philosophical... Oh yeah, sorry. Before we go into big philosophical argument, let's rewind. That's the rewinding noise in case you couldn't tell.
Whoa, we're in the past!
Oh, bro! So anyway, fuck. Oh yeah, Iron Man is showing off his new invention, which plugs into your skull and tells you and shows like your most traumatic event, so you can relive it like augmented reality style.
I don't know why anyone would want that, but
exactly. So like no one wanted to fund this because what the fuck would be the point of my I don't know, my life-saving therapeutic thing? I'm like, no one wants that because it's depressing. What a fucking depressing thing. But anyway, he's just like, all right, everybody. You see, no one would fund that, but I'm Iron Man and I'm rich, and you kids are the future. So, guess what? Fully funded. Oh yeah, and everyone just like, yeah, and then on the teleprompter of his speech it goes, and here to talk about more, it's Pepper Potts, but Pepper Potts isn't there because she and Tony broke up.
Actually, they're on a break.
That's code for broke up.
Okay then.
Yeah, it's just funny pictures.
So then don't get distracted.
Yeah. Oh, you don't get distracted. I'm sorry, what are you right now? Distracted. So anyway, then after that, Iron Man is gonna go use the elevator so he can elevate her out of there. And then there's this lady, and this lady's all like, you know, my son was smart too, and you're rich, and you're a dick. And Iron Man's like, hey, black lady, don't pull that gun out of your purse. And I'm like, whoa, Iron Man's a racist, but somehow he's still really cool. But anyway, but then after that, she shows this a picture of her son, and she's like, he was gonna be a smart MIT man, but then he went to Sokovia to be Dr. Man, but then Dr. Man got crushed by Building Man. And it's all Avengers' fault. Because they tried to save the people and they couldn't get to all the people in time, but they saved most of the people. Who's going to avenge my son? Iron Man, she says to Tony Stark, and Tony Stark's all like, oh, the feels, it hurts. And then they go to the Avengers base and they're having a philosophical argument about what they've done.
Yeah.
Oh, no, sorry, before we get to that argument, I'm very, very sorry, Rewind back. Whoosh, 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 whoosh.
You know we don't have...
Okay, we rewinded now.
Welcome to the...
Well, anyway, what happened? So Thunderbolt Ross from the Hulk movies is like, guess what? I'm Colin Powell now. And fuck superheroes and fuck the Hulk. You guys, you pretend that you're superheroes and you save the world, which I am thankful for because I live in this world. But y'all fuck it up too, and y'all gotta stop fucking it up now.
Disclaimer, the Hulk is not in the movie.
Hulk is not in the movie. The Hulk does not fuck it up in this movie. But anyway, so after that, they all have a philosophical argument, and people are just like, people who are closest to Tony Stark are like, nah, it's okay. It's cool, you know. It's like, let the government fund us, you know. We'll be a wing of the government. It'll be cool,
yeah.
You know. Like we'll be like policemen, but we're not. Probably don't get to pay taxes anymore, guys. But then Captain America's like, nah, because you know, what if we need to be somewhere, but we're not? but we're someplace we don't need to be. And then Iron Man puts down his pipe, and he's just like, bro, I'm gonna need you to stop smoking this right now. And I'm gonna need you to listen to me.
I'm not the one with the pipe.
If we don't do this now, it will be done to us. Then Iron Man's like, come on, Steve, be cool, be a buddy. And then Peggy Carter dies.
Yeah.
I think it goes exactly in that fashion. Philosophical argument, very quick, very nice, actually intelligent, actually coherent. I'm sorry, Snyder, you're not that smart, but we want you to be. We just want you to do better. We don't think you should be removed. You should just do better. But anyway, so there's that.
Yep.
And it's bad. But yeah, it just goes like that. It just goes like, hey, no. Damn it, I've lost my train of thought. Alright, that's whatever I was going to say before. We're just going to continue the story because I know what comes next to story. Okay, so after that, we then see Zemo for the first time, and he's like, got out of an Uber, and he's just like, hey buddy, can I come into your house? And the guy's like, fuck off, you can't come into my house. He's like, come on, buddy. So he kicks open the door, and he beats the shit out of this old Russian guy, and he's just like, give me the codes, 1991. You know of this. And then, the dude goes, fuck you, Hail Hydra. You can't scare me. And then keep in mind that the Hydra dude is, upside down, and his head is dunked in this thing that keeps filling up with water, and he's gonna fucking drown when the water covers his nose. And I just kind of thought about that after seeing that.
Yeah.
Just like, wow, that is one of the most horrific ways to die I have ever seen.
And he'd rather stay that way than spill any codes.
Yeah, because Hail Hydra.
Yeah.
Hail Hydra.
That's enough.
Hail Hydra. Anyway, then we cut back to our heroes and Captain America, and Captain America is at Peggy Carter's funeral, and he's a pallbearer. And then we have Priest go, is there anybody who would like to say something? And then Agent 13, who is Sharon Carter in the comics, reveals that she's Sharon Carter in the movie, and Steve is like, aw, man, I fucked my nephew, I fucked my ex-girlfriend's niece. Oh, she's hot though, so I'm over it, but oh no. And then she was like, this is super awkward, which is why I never told you. And then Captain America's like, I wish you never did. I wish you never did. But anyway, Sharon Carter gives a speech that is somehow perfectly written to be on Captain America's opinion. And he's just like, no, I'm not going to do it. I won't sign it. And then Black Widow, who was also at the funeral, she's just like, well, I thought we were family, and if you don't sign it, we can't be family anymore. And then Captain America's like, well, that's just tough titty. And he walks out like a tough man. And then Scarlet Witch is just like, I don't, what? That's not like you at all. And she walks out of the place. She couldn't find Steve. She walks around the corner and there's a Subway. She sits down. She gets some Subway. Yeah. I believe it's a meatball sub. Scarlet, I don't know, Black Widow seems like a meatball sub kind of girl. And then we cut back to Then we cut to Vienna, where the King of Wakanda is going to be leading this. Who started to lead the Accords thing. Like it's all his idea. He's just like he's going to do stuff, and then we meet his son, who is T'Challa, aka the Black Panther. And okay, in Japanese light novels, how the main character is just the best no matter what.
Yeah. Black
Panther is just the best no matter what. I mean, he's the smartest there is. He's the wealthiest superhero. Actually, king on the entire planet, having vibranium literally makes him the wealthiest and the best.
You know what's more?
His suit is made of vibranium. That's not fair. His whole suit is vibranium.
You know what makes
You can't hurt him.
You know what makes him more of a light novel character?
What?
It was quoted that he wasn't interested in all this government stuff.
Oh my god, you're right. He's like, like his whole motivation's like, so the Winter Soldier killed my father.
Yeah, well,
which one has not the Winter Soldier team? Okay, that one. I'm gonna fuck you up. You're like, I'm gonna wait till you get off work, Winter Soldier, and then I'm going to hide in the back of your car. And as you go home from work, I will follow you up the stairs, and I will smash your head in with a guitar. That doesn't happen, though. Neither is that said, but it would be funny if it was.
Yeah.
Alright, so after that, we head into other things.
So
like Captain America meeting up with Bucky. He's like, hey, Captain America gets inside, and he's like, hey, did you blow up Vienna? And then Bucky's like, I'm Bucky. And then Cap's like, I know you're lying. And he's like, alright, I'm Bucky. And then the Germans show up, but it's funny this time because Captain America's breaking the law and the Germans are the good guys, you know, showing that the world has changed. And it's not like the days of old where Germans were just filthy kraut Nazi motherfuckers, but they're cool now, you know?
Yeah.
They're not that, though they could still be, I don't know. Anyway, they've just beat up these Germans. I just go down to that's Coda. Tell me that's not what happens.
That was what happened. They were beating up all the.
They just beat up a bunch of Germans.
Yes.
Okay, and then
they were legitimate policemen or something.
Yeah, they were legitimate policemen though, but they were Germans, so just beat up a bunch of Germans. And then Black Panther shows up, and he's like, "Yo, when a soldier." I'm coming for that ass. And he just, holy crap. He's just like, you got a vibranium arm? I'm all vibranium. He just beats the shit out of Bucky. Chases him down in a car. Captain America continues his tradition of stealing cars. And the big chase. Then the Falcon shows up. And he does cool stuff. The Falcon's actually the most fun he's ever been in these movies. And then they get arrested by War Machine, and War Machine is a total fucking prick and says a snide remark like, "Congratulations, Captain America, you're a criminal." You know what? I'm glad the Vision shot him down. Fuck him.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, Your Highness, too."
Your Highness. Fuck it. I'm War Machine. I'm Black Iron Man. That's all he is. It's not like, no, look, the Falcon is his own thing. The Falcon's the Falcon. Yep. He may be Captain America's, like, buddy, but the Falcon is still the Falcon.
Yes.
And then you have, like, Black Panther is Black Panther. War Machine is just the black distaff counterpart to Iron Man. He ain't even got his own gimmick. He hasn't even got an original gimmick giving people shit. Fuck you, War Machine. Fuck you. Anywho, they get arrested, and they get pretty much a slap on the wrist because, you know, they're high-profile political authoritarian figures. Wow, it's a bit of reality that was put in those superhero films.
Yeah.
So anyway, turns out the psychiatrist who's meant to interrogate Bucky, who is now in a German confiscation, turns out it's Zemo. We know it's Zemo. They don't know it's Zemo. But anyway, he reads a book that was shown in the beginning of the movie that it's all of the trigger words that turn back on the brainwashing for Bucky. So that happens. Bucky gets out. But like while all that's going on, Captain America and Iron Man are pretty much having a bro breakup. And it's really... I'm just going to say it's gay. But
and pretty
awkward. But, you know... It's really believable, and they're both using their full emotions, and I don't want Mommy and Daddy to break up, because they are wonderful together.
They were the perfect boyfriends.
Iron Man and Captain America. You know, read my fanfic at fanficsplosion.com.
Disclaimer, we don't have one.
Don't have one. No, nor does it exist. But any hoozles, that happens, and then like it's up to Captain America and Falcon and Black Panther to beat up Bucky again. Poor Bucky. But anyway,
but he was a Winter Soldier at the time.
And Black Widow helps as well. So does Agent 13. And Iron Man doesn't do shit because he didn't bring his He didn't bring his armor. You know.
But he did have
He did. He did have a liquid metal glove that was pretty sweet. And then I don't know. Black Panther's badass again because Black Panther's just the best. And I'm not going to argue that. Like, normally you see, like, an OP character and you're like, that's fucking dumb. But because he's Black Panther's just the only character allowed to do it. Because he's the only character that's proven he can pull it off.
Yeah.
So, he's the only one just allowed to be the best. But anyway, that happens, get in a fight. Captain America, using the strength of America and capitalism, pulls down the helicopter Bucky was trying to escape on. They fall into the river.
America, give me your powers.
America, give me your strength. Da 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 da. Captain America, full of adventure. Anyway, so they go into the river. They get out of the river. They escape, and then General Ross is like, alright, that's it, I'm sending in some armed forces, we're gonna shoot these motherfuckers. And then Tony's like, whoa, you can't shoot my buddies, they're my buddies. He's like, well, they're a bunch of pricks, I'm gonna have to shoot them. And so he's like, okay, whoa, just calm down.
How about we take them?
Yeah, like my Avengers team versus his Avengers team, it'll be pretty fucking sweet. And he's just like, alright, but only because it'll look sweet. Thank you. Alright, and also, while all this was going on, at the Avengers compound, Wanda and Vision have just been, like, getting to know each other, kind of, becoming, very close friends. They're on the verge of, possibly boning. Not quite yet, but they're getting there.
Isn't that something that happened in the comics?
Yes, they bone in the comics. But anyway, but beyond that, the Vision is just like, he's like, look, people are afraid of you. And she's like, are you afraid of me? And he's just like, I don't. It's like we're the same power level. I can't be afraid of you because we're equals. And then after that he's like, I can't let you leave, Wanda. And Wanda's like, but I'm gonna leave because I'm a human fucking being, and just because I got telekinesis doesn't mean you can keep me locked up. But they'll be afraid of you. And she's like, fuck them. And then he's upset because he tried to help, but he didn't know that his helping was actually hurting, making it all the more tragic. But anyway, they do that, and then Cap's team is like, okay, we got Paul Rudd now. Paul Rudd, you'll be playing the role of Ant-Man. And then Paul Rudd's like, alright, Paul Rudd powers, activate. He becomes Ant-Man. We love Ant-Man, by the way. I'm just being a dick of that one joke because Paul Rudd's in a lot of movies. So I'm going to be a dick about Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd powers! Anyway, so Paul Rudd powers activate. And then Tony's like, hey, you want to take this part?
Oh, yeah. Meanwhile, Tony, well, we don't know where Tony is, but we go to Queens.
Yes.
And we see this kid. Think he's like a Parker or something, but
Peter of the clan Parker.
Yes, Peter Parker. Smart kid.
Yes.
I don't know what he does when he's home, but anyways, he goes home, and suddenly he meets Tony Stark. Tony Stark is at his house,
and he's probably Mackin's hardcore on his aunt. We didn't see that, but it's probably happening, and we're just gonna have to all live with it.
Yes,
Aunt May's hot this time, and it's okay because why not? Oh, does she have to be some doddering old woman? Is that the only? Oh, ants are old. Fucking ants are ants. Ant could be younger.
Yeah.
Fuck you people and your ant shaming bullshit.
Stereotypes.
Fucking assholes. Fuck you. But anyway, Tony Stark talks to Spider-Man. He's like, yo, I know you're Spider-Man. And Spider-Man with his thick Queen's accent is like, yo, Mr. Stark, don't do this to me. I'm from Queens. And it's like, no, with great power comes great responsibility. And Tony Stark's like, I understand, I kill a lot of people too, and the guilt fills me up. Me too. We're like two of a kind. Old mentor, student. I'm gonna stop doing that because that's mean, because I like this Spider-Man, but now fuck it, gotta commit. But anyway, so now that both teams have an insect-themed superhero,
Yes.
they all go to Germany, and you guys remember that scene from Anchorman 1 and 2 where all the Anchormen, where all the news teams get together and they're about to have a brawl and it's always awesome? Okay, imagine that, but with Marvel superheroes, and it took them 8 years of film preparation to get to this point. So all the fighting actually hurts and is pretty fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't really go into major description of just how awesome this fight is. I just recommend you see it. I know this is a spoiler cast, and we could totally tell you what happens, but that doesn't really do a justice to it. You just kind of have to see the fight.
No matter how much anyone describes in words, it's best to see it.
So for this segment, we're just going to talk about our favorite parts of that fight. What are your favorite parts of that fight, Coda?
Okay, the beginning. For a second, I don't know why, but I thought it's like, I know it's shot to Iron Man and Cap, but
yeah,
I don't know why, but I thought it started off awkwardly until the camera zoomed out to reveal like everyone in their fight, like a splash page.
Yeah. All right. My favorite part was Giant Man.
Yes, that looked like that was another splash page.
Oh god, that was so great. I love that so much. Where it's just like, I might tear myself in half. He's gonna tear himself in half? Would anyone else like to show off their new miraculous powers?
Anyone? Oh, going back to the insect team heroes, and Iron Man's team has 2 of those. Spider-Man and Black Widow.
Yes, he does. But anyway, Black Widow turns out to be a double agent.
As usual. That's pretty usual.
Yeah, and Captain America and Bucky escape to go fight Zemo in Siberia. Oh, by the way, there's a subplot of Soviet super soldiers who actually are on par with Captain America, and they went crazy. So the Russians were like, "Fuck this," and they froze them.
Yeah.
All right, and that relates to something that remember, that's also, there's that scene where Tony Stark was showing I invented therapy goggles. No one likes them. But anyway, that ties into what's going to happen with the Soviet super soldiers, which you'd find weird, but those two match up in the end. But any hoozles, Rhodey gets shot down for some friendly fire. Vision realizes that he's just as dangerous as Scarlet Witch, and he begins to kind of look down on himself, because he's just like, oh man, I gave Wanda some shit, but I'm more of a shit than she is. That makes me feel shittier. I'm such a terrible boyfriend. But anyway, and then Rhodey's like, yo, I know I'm going to have to be walking with these prosthetic legs the rest of my life, but I'm still down, Tony. And I'm just like, that's a little too much for Don Cheadle. It's a little too racist for Don Cheadle. So I'm not gonna do. I'm just gonna do Zeke voice for Don Cheadle.
Yeah,
anyway,
let's go back to the middle of the movie.
Oh yes. So then Iron Man's like, "Hey, shouldn't have betrayed me. Cops are on their way." Black Widow's like, "Fuck you," and walks away. So then Iron Man goes to visit everyone in prison, and they're pissed off at him. And then Tony Stark does an EMP. He talks to Falcon. He's like, "Hey, I think you guys are right, but I'm still keeping you guys in prison." And Falcon's like, "Motherfucker!" But anyway, he's like, "Okay, look, I'm here." But then Falcon's like, "Okay, look, I'm here, and you're gonna need my help. So, okay, here's what they're doing. Here's where they are. Here's what's all this about." And Tony Stark's like, "All right, cool." And then Thunderbolt Ross is like, "What did he tell you? What did he tell you?" Grabbing onto his shirt and screaming, "Please make me relevant in these movies. I need this money." And then he's just like, "No, he told me to go to hell," It's typical bad guy shit. And then Tony Stark once again has cool armor stored and everything, and he flies off to where Captain America is. But following Tony Stark is, of course, the Black Swordsman himself, Black Panther.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they get to Siberia, and they get in. Cap's like, so Cap and Bucky get in, and they do a couple like war buddy jokes. It's just like, last time I was this nervous, I was taking that girl out on a date. She's probably like 100 years old by now. Hey, buddy, so are we. Ah, bros. But anyway, and then
that's sometimes how Bucky sounds in my head.
Yeah, Bucky is still a bro. Not as bad as Lucifer. Lucifer's the biggest bro. But anyway, that's something different, guys. But anywho, we get to the thing. They're inside, and Iron Man shows up, and he's just like, okay, I won't arrest you if you guys let me take all the credit. However, in a more nice way, but that's pretty much what that scene was. And then Captain America just looked at Iron Man and went, "Ah, I love you, buddy." And so they're friends again for this moment.
Yes.
And then Baron Zemo behind some glass, and then they find the super soldiers, and they've all been shot in the head. And Baron Zemo's like, "Did you think I wanted more of you? Fuck no. It's too much. You guys are, like, no. I don't want more assholes. Anyway, you killed my family. I don't give a fuck about my country, just my family. I love my family, and you guys are dicks, and I will destroy you all." And then they're and then they're like, "Please, okay, look, this is a spat, but we'll get over it. Like, we're still buddies." And he's just like, "Oh, really?
Can you get over this?"
Yes, as Coda put it. And then it showed a video. It's like, "Wait, I know that road. Wait." And Iron Man's like, "Wait, I know that road." Then he's like, "Hey, I know that car." And then he's like, "Hey, I know that motorcyclist. Hey, I know that man getting punched in the face. Hey, I know that woman getting choked. Wait, that's my parents." And then he just like turns to Cap. He's like, "Hey, did you know this?" And then Cap's like, "No, don't you fucking lie to me." And Cap's like, "Yeah, I did." And then Iron Man proceeds to kill Bucky Barnes. But here's my view on that scene.
Yeah?
I don't agree with Tony Stark's actions. I certainly don't blame him.
Yeah?
Do what you gotta do, buddy. Killed your mom. Sorry, that's man. Like, I don't know. But anyway, big fight ensues. Eventually, just everything in this film begins with Cap and Iron Man not sharing the same ideals, and it ends in a glorious fist fight between the two best friends that started out in this whole film series.
Right.
And it gets really bummery. It becomes a huge bummer.
They broke up again.
They broke up. Like, it's just so totes crazy. But anyway, pretty much Captain America. And anyway, after it all ends, Tony Stark's depressed. Everybody on the Avengers, which now pretty much consists of Iron Man, War Machine, and the Vision. That's it. That's all and maybe Spider-Man. That's all the Avengers. And the Secret Avengers go live off in Wakanda. And Black Panther's like, "Okay, revenge is bad. Gotta be a good king. Don't worry, I'll keep you guys safe. Until my movie." And then Spider-Man is back at home, and he's just like, "Nah, I just got my ass whooped. But don't worry, I'm gonna be back. And when we fight again, we gonna be wicked pissed." I'm doing terrible New England accent now. But he's very Queensy, his accent. But anyway, and then back at the Avengers compound, Captain America basically gives his ex-boyfriend this phone that says, "Don't ever call me again. Here's a phone so you can call me again." And that's how Avengers Civil War ends.
Captain America Civil War.
Captain America Civil War ends. Though it's pretty much Avengers 3.
Yes, Avengers 2.5. But then again, Infinity War is 3 and 3.5.
Yes. So yeah, that's the movie. So like,
There's the movie.
after we just ripped it, and we're just kind of mean about the film, even though we really did like this movie. Like I give it definitely a 4 out of 5 film. It's definitely a 4 out of 5 film.
Definitely.
Yeah, like definitely up there. But just fun to make fun of all the dumb bullshit that's in it as well. And look, we don't hate DC. We just think they can do better, and Marvel has just proven that they are better. And I'm sorry, when everybody's equal, then I'll admit it.
Yeah, I really wish both companies were equal.
Yeah. Italy says yes to gay civil unions. Well, good for Italy. That's on the internet, people,
That's
now.
another quick news.
Another quick news article.
Quick news, but we're getting these new quick news.
All right. Why voters say that Washington presidential primary still matters.
I'll have to look that up on my own time.
Bernie Sanders, y'all. But
anyway. So does that mean that's it for the big ones?
Yeah. Recently in tournaments, look at this picture. It's just like, look at the fucking Chansey. It's like, well, it's a wonderful battle, I will say. That's the Venusaur looks so high.
We should.
Yeah, we should probably end this. Alright, we'll see you around the Milky Way.
Bye.
Alright, it's time to turn this off. Stop, please. Please